What's going on, guys? I am live on both TikTok and YouTube, so just feel free to ask me any questions that you may have about selling on Amazon FBA, and I will do my best to answer those for you. Hello, how's it going? Guys, I am live on both YouTube and TikTok here, so feel free to ask me any questions that you may have about selling on Amazon FBA. This is my first ever time going live on YouTube, so this is pretty cool. But yeah, where do I start from? Um, I started basically. I started from nothing. I was selling used graphing calculators on Amazon, and then over the past 9 years, I've built my business from $30,000 in sales in my first year to now doing over 2 or $3 million in sales per year. I did 3.5 million in 2020 and 2.5 million in 2021. How can I check what products are good to sell? The best way to check what products are good to sell is use the program called Tactical Arbitrage, because I use the online arbitrage business model where I purchase items from online retailers and then resell them on Amazon for a profit. So yeah, that's what I recommend is use Tactical Arbitrage. I have a link in my bio. If you use the coupon code Amazon and eBay Guru, all one word, you will get a 10-day free trial. So it's worth trying out and seeing if you like it and seeing if you find profitable products to resell on Amazon. I'm live here on both TikTok and Amazon, or sorry, TikTok and YouTube. My YouTube is called Amazon and eBay Guru, and my TikTok is called Official Ryan Hamilton. I have almost 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I have about almost 40,000 followers on TikTok. Hey, what's up, man? Not much. What's going on with you? I've been looking into selling higher ticket items. I remember you mentioned that before. Any advice on finding them? So for finding higher ticket items, you want to look for items that are going to have a good ROI, at least 20%, and essentially just look for something that's anything over $300 is what I consider high value, and that will allow you to, yeah, basically purchase those items, and then you can actually compete against Amazon, because a lot of times you'll be able to beat Amazon in the buy box on the higher value items, whereas you won't be able to and with low value items. You're a seller in Canada. I have a bunch of items I'm looking to send to Amazon FBA. How do I send? So basically, in order to send those items into Amazon, you need to go through Seller Central and get Amazon's discounted shipping labels. When you get the discounted shipping labels, that will allow you to send those items into the FBA warehouse. And once the items are at the FBA warehouse, then they will be eligible to be sold. Um, when you do retail arbitrage, can you send the product straight to Amazon? Yes, you can send them straight to Amazon with retail arbitrage. So say you go to Walmart, you walk in Walmart, you start scanning items, and you find a profitable product to resell on Amazon. Then you're going to take that, you're going to purchase the product, take the product, put it into a box, and send it into Amazon using their discounted shipping rates via UPS. And yeah, you can send it in. If I started retail arbitrage right now until the end of the year grinding hard, could I be financially dependent on that with no day job? Um, it really depends on how much you have to invest. That's the key, because if you don't have much to invest, like let's just say you have $1,000 to invest, which is a decent amount to start with, but it's not a ton of money. So if you let's say you have $1,000 to invest, well, it's unlikely that you're going to become financially dependent by the end of the year. Now, on the flip side of that, if you have 50 or 100,000 to invest, then yes, it's definitely possible. So it really depends on your starting amount in order to know whether or not it's going to be possible to be financially dependent with not having a day job. I haven't had a day job for about 5 years now. So I've been selling on Amazon for 9 years. So yeah, I mean, it took me 4 years to build it to the point where I was able to be financially dependent and not have to have a day job. I'm getting questions on both platforms here. So, 1 second here. Will Amazon FBA post the items in my inventory to edit for sale, or do I have to do that prior? Yeah, you have to do it prior. So, before you send an item into Amazon, you need to tell Amazon what you want it priced at, because as soon as they receive that item, then it's going to be listed for sale. Over $300. Nice. I need to find those. I've got a nice replenish set up. Yeah, so that's the thing. High value items, there there's not as much competition. That's why I go into high value items, is because with high value items, there's definitely not as much competition. Most people don't want to sell high value items because of the risk of getting them returned and whatnot. So yeah, that is the reason why I do it, and there's just a lot less competition. Hey man. Hey, how's it going, podcast? How do you find a good starting point and pick a first product you know will sell? I look at sales rank. Sales rank is key to know whether or not a product's going to sell quickly or not. So yeah, you want to really look at the sales rank. You want to check the keeper graphs, and you want to use tactical arbitrage in order to find your first product, or which product you may or may not want to sell. Um, Do I have a step-by-step using TA? Yes, I do. I have a step-by-step course called the FBA Freedom Course that you can find in the link in my bio, and that will show you from start to finish how to sell on Amazon FBA. You still receive any of your products, or do you use prep centers to scale up to that seven-figure level? So as of last year, I had a warehouse, but now I don't have a warehouse, so I'm like 100% prep centers. Um, what are the dates that you can keep the products in the Amazon warehouse without getting charged, and how much do they charge? So they charge a monthly storage fee, and then they charge a long-term storage fee. So I guess you can keep it in for a month before you're going to get charged that monthly storage fee. The monthly storage fee is not much, but the long-term storage fees do add up. So you want to sell your items within that first 6 months. Do I have to promote my products? No, I have never paid for advertising on any of the products that I sell on Amazon. So that's been a nice thing, is I don't have to pay any advertising, because everything that I purchase is already well-known products. They are from online retailers. So there's no need for me to advertise, because yeah, people already know the products. Like, let's just say I sell a KitchenAid mixer. People already know what a KitchenAid mixer is. So I don't have to advertise that, because KitchenAid spends, likely millions of dollars to advertise their own products. So there's no sense me spending money to advertise it. What tools do I use? I use several different tools. I use Tactical Arbitrage. I use Buybot Pro. I use Keepa. I use a service to get me my refunds from Amazon. I use. I used to use a company called Payability in order to get daily payouts, but I don't need to do that anymore. Um, yeah, I think that's kind of, I'm sure there's a couple I'm missing, but that's the majority of the products I use. What are my thoughts on wholesale? My thoughts on wholesale are that wholesale is good, but you just have to keep in mind that with wholesale, it's a lot harder to get into, and you likely have to have a warehouse in order to do wholesale. Not necessarily, but in order to scale wholesale, you're going to want to have a warehouse, because you're going to be getting stuff on pallets, and not everyone can receive pallets at their house or their apartment or wherever they live. So, what does it cost a month for tactical arbitrage? I think it's around anywhere from $70 to $100, depending on what plan you go for. Sorry, I missed some of your guys' questions here. Um, How do I compete with products that already have a foundation based on reviews? So I run the online arbitrage business model. So I'm not too worried about if a competitor has reviews or whatnot because everything that I sell is already well-known products. So yeah, I'm not too worried about that. Is my course for both selling online or retail arbitrage or both? It's mainly for online arbitrage, but there's a little bit of retail arbitrage in my course, but the majority is online arbitrage. That's where I make 99% of my sales is the online arbitrage business model. So that's why I focused on that for my course because that's what I know best and that's what I can teach people best. So yeah, the course is in the link in my bio, guys. If you have not checked that out yet, it's called the FBA Freedom Course. Been contemplating a warehouse, but I like the prep center setup. I've had your prep center experience better than your own warehouse. It's different. With the prep center that I'm using now, I'm able to ship quite a bit across the border, so it's been pretty good. It's just different. You don't actually see your inventory. It's nice because I don't have to go into a warehouse every day. I can work from home every day, so that part's nice, or work from wherever I'm traveling to or whatever. So, yeah, that part's really nice. And yeah, I like using prep centers more because with prep centers, I don't have to worry about paying a warehouse lease or buying a warehouse or paying for even shipping supplies, stuff like that. They take care of all of that, so that part's really nice. I prefer having or using a prep center over having a warehouse. What sales rank do I try to stay under? Depends on the product, but ideally, like a rule of thumb is under 100,000. Okay. Missed some of your guys' questions here. If Amazon has the buy box and I can undercut them, should I send it or forget it? Will they share the buy box? Others are on the listing too. If it's a high value item, absolutely. If it's a low value item, then no. And check your keeper graphs because you got to see if they go out of stock or if the price stays the same and stuff. But rule of thumb is don't compete against Amazon on a low value item. It's fine to compete with them on a high value item. What's an example of a high value item? An example would be a KitchenAid mixer would be an example. So they're like a $400 mixer. That's an example of one. What advice do I have for a straight up beginner? I would say just create an account, get started, do a 10-day free trial of tactical arbitrage, and just start trying to find profitable products. And the other key as a starter, as someone just starting out, is to just purchase one or two of the items in order to make sure that it's actually going to sell. Don't go and be like, okay, I'm going to buy 100 of this one item and then never actually sell it. So, yeah, that would be my recommendation for beginners. Um, what what are the tools a starter needs who plans to sell full time? Tools would be Tactical Arbitrage, Buybot Pro, Keepa. What else? Um, you can use like stuff like Jungle Scout too. The other one that I have is called Tactical Expander, which used to be called Storefront Stalker Pro, but that's a great tool to use in conjunction with Tactical Arbitrage because it will allow you to find profitable products and it will allow you to use the reverse search. So if you're using Tactical Expander, you can actually go and do a reverse search on one of your competitor stores through Tactical Arbitrage, and then it will tell you exactly which items you can sell profitably from that person's stores and where to buy it from. And then, yeah, it allows you to really compete with your competitors a lot better. Am I PST exempt and what is it and how do I do it? So yeah, technically I'm PST exempt. I recently moved from BC to Alberta, so I don't have to pay PST anymore. For those of you who are not in Canada, PST is provincial sales tax. And in certain provinces, we have provincial sales tax, like in BC. But now I've moved to Alberta, so I don't have to worry about that. But technically, yes, I am PST exempt. Um, Is using tactical arbitrage still profitable? Absolutely. Yeah, I find profitable products every single week on tactical arbitrage, and I'm always trying to find new products because the sky's the limit with Amazon. I mean, there's millions of different products on there, and even if you can find like one thousandth of good products, then you can make a healthy living from it. So, Is BuyBot Pro similar to RevSeller? I have never used RevSeller, so I'm not totally sure. But BuyBot Pro is basically you go on to an Amazon listing and it will tell you, like, say, let's say the listing's selling for 150, you can buy it for 100. You put in 100 there on BuyBot Pro, and it'll tell you if it's going to be profitable or not based on the size of the product, the category, and whatnot. So if you live in BC, are you not PST exempt? Yeah, you have to get a PST exemption through the provincial government of BC. My profit margin or ROI. So for my profit margin, it's anywhere from 18 to 23%. What's my Amazon business model? My Amazon business model is the online arbitrage business model where I purchase items from online retailers and then resell them on Amazon for a profit. But Tactical has a lot of unmatched products. Is it still profitable for you? Yeah, Tactical does have quite a few unmatched products. Just like if you do see them, report them so that other people don't have to go through it. But yeah, they do have unmatched products, so that's something to keep in mind. But yes, it's definitely still worth it, and I find a lot of profitable products to resell on Amazon using that. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for coming out, podcast. I appreciate it. Yeah, okay. Rev Seller, yep. I've never tried it, but could be something to look into. I'm happy with BuyBot Pro though. Yeah, let me know if you guys have any other questions. Thanks to everyone who's coming in on both YouTube and TikTok. That's why I keep looking back and forth, guys, is because I'm on both YouTube and TikTok. Yeah, no worries, Joe. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate it. I don't know if you're into crypto, but yeah, I have a very small amount of crypto, but I'm not too deep into it. But yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, I don't really follow crypto too much. I just have Bitcoin. That's all I have, and I know it's went down quite a bit since I bought it. So hopefully that comes back up. What do you do when some sellers lowball the price? It really depends on the product. Sometimes if they really lowball it and I got a big amount of stock, then I will I'll copy their price or go a little bit lower than them and try to beat them out. Even if I have to take a loss on certain things. But majority of the time, what I will do is just wait for them to sell out because likely if they're going super low, they're going to sell out fairly quick, depending on how much inventory they have. So that's what I look into, and then deal with it at that point. Hey guys, how's it going? Yeah, feel free to ask any sort of Amazon questions or e-commerce. I sell on multiple different marketplaces, so wondering about buying in one territory and selling in another. I'm in the UK. Yeah, you can absolutely do it. I'm located in Canada, and the majority of my sales come from Amazon.com in the United States. So yeah, you absolutely could purchase in one territory and then sell in another. Do I use a third-party packer? Yeah, I use Prep Center. So basically, when I purchase an item from, say, Walmart, I send it directly to the Prep Center, and then they send it into Amazon for me. And yeah, that's how that works. So let's just say I buy, yeah, like 100 items from Walmart. Those 100 items will go to the Prep Center. The Prep Center will tell me what they've received. When I get that email from the Prep Center, then I send them the labels, the discounted shipping labels via UPS that I get from Seller Central. And then, yeah, then if I'm selling in the United States, they'll take it across the border. If I'm selling in Canada, then they will just get UPS to pick it up. What do I sell? I sell all sorts of stuff. An example of something that I sell is a KitchenAid mixer. Yeah, if any of you guys are in here on YouTube, make sure you guys give this a thumbs up. That really helps to get more people in. The more people we get in here, the better the questions are. And yeah, so if you guys don't mind, hit that thumbs up button. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, make sure you subscribe. The channel is called Amazon and eBay Guru. All right. I'm in Toronto. Can I do OA via tactical arbitrage in Canada? Is it profitable if you don't tap into the US market? Yeah, it absolutely is. Thanks for the likes, guys. Yeah, it's absolutely possible to make a profit within Canada, but what I would say is I highly recommend going into the United States market, the Amazon.com market, because it's a way larger market and there's just so much more opportunity. Um, how complex is the tax reporting for the US? I don't do tax reporting in the US because I'm located in Canada, so I report all my income in Canada. Okay, I missed some of your guys' questions again. This is awesome. We're getting lots of good questions here. Um, are most of my products replenishables? I would say about half. Half are replenishable, and then half are like stuff that I'm just looking for all the time. So, yeah, like using tactical arbitrage every week. I have virtual assistants that go through tactical arbitrage and find me new opportunities to buy. But yeah, I would say about half of my items are replenishable. How much does my packing company charge? Basically, they charge based on weight. So, like a 30-pound box, I think, is about $8. Which prep centers do I recommend in Canada and the United States? So yeah, I go through all of that in my course, which is in the link in my bio. And basically, I tell you guys exactly which prep centers I recommend and which ones I use. Do I do private label? If not, why? So no, I don't do private label. I did do it in the past and I didn't have success with it. So I continued with online arbitrage, which I know very well and have had a lot of success with. Do I have virtual assistants or is it all you? Yeah, I have virtual assistants. I have several different virtual assistants in the Philippines, and I've made multiple YouTube videos on onlinejobs.ph, which is the company that I use to hire virtual assistants in the Philippines. How about sales tax? Yeah, I don't deal with sales tax either because my prep center that I use in the US is in a tax-free state in Oregon. Thank you, Joe, for the thumbs up. That is awesome. Is it beneficial to find a prep center in a low or no tax state? That's funny. I just said that, but yeah, absolutely. Look for a prep center in a tax-free state, especially if you're located in Canada. Yes, no problem at all. Sweat Goody, I don't actually give the prep centers that I use out. The reason I don't, well, I do give it out in my course, but the reason I don't give it out on these platforms is because what's happened in the past is I've had people bribing the prep centers that I use to tell them what products I sell. They say, okay, I know this guy uses your prep center. What does he sell? And then I've had issues with one prep center that I no longer use that was giving out. Yeah. Anyways, kind of self-explanatory, but yeah, they unfortunately were giving out the products that I was purchasing, and it was creating more competition for me. Yeah, yeah, no worries at all. So I am live on both YouTube and TikTok. If you guys have not followed on TikTok or subscribed on YouTube, my YouTube channel is called Amazon and eBay Guru, and my TikTok is called Official Ryan Hamilton. So you can find me on both of those platforms. Wouldn't save money having your own warehouse than using a prep center? Honestly, it's pretty close, because I was still paying a different company to take my stuff across the border when I was prepping it myself. So yeah, it actually works out to be pretty close. Especially when I factor in my time, it makes a lot more sense to just use a prep center. What do I think would be a few of the most important things to scale up from 6 to 7 figures? Reinvesting your profits. So if you're already at 6 figures, if you can reinvest those profits, not really take much out of the business, keep all the money in the business and um, keep the money in the business and keep buying more products, then that's going to allow you to scale. The other thing is high value items, and what else will help you to scale 6, 7 figures? Buying more like higher quantities, finding fast selling products. Yeah, that would be what I would recommend. What is my take home pay? Um, so my profit margin is about 23%, anywhere from 18 to 23%. But last year, I think it came closer to 23%. And I did 2.5 million US. And then I I think it was around another 500,000 on Amazon.ca. So let's just say I did about 3.5 million Canadian dollars, and then like just over 20% of that was just over 700K. It's my take home. Um, I'll be buying your course soon, so see you around. That sounds great. Yeah. And for those of you who do not know about my course, it's called the FBA Freedom Course, and I show you step by step on how to sell on Amazon and how I built my business from literally nothing to over $3.5 million in sales per year. Yeah, that's awesome, Joe. I'm looking forward to working with you. And the nice thing with my course, for those of you who purchase it, is that you get direct contact to me. So if you have any questions or anything like that, I am the person who's answering them. I don't have VAs doing that. It's all me answering that email. So yeah. Is my OA business completely sustainable by itself? For example, if you go on vacation for a month, can your VAs take care of everything from finding a product to shipping to Amazon? Yeah, I mean, yes, it's completely sustainable. Do I need to be checking it? Yeah, like even if I go on, let's say I went on vacation for a month. Could I go on vacation for a month and not do anything? Yeah, probably. But let's just say I got like an account health issue or something, then I got to be still available. So let's say I was going away for a month. I would still be checking on my phone, but I wouldn't have to actually work. So yeah, hope that answers your question. Do I have a corporation or sole proprietor? I am a corporation and I am incorporated. Yes. Yeah, no problem at all, Hamza. Sorry, I missed some of the TikTok questions here. I have my own warehouse, but starting to think about switching. Yeah, warehouses they can be good. Like, especially if you get a bunch of returns or something and you need somewhere to store them, warehouses can be good. For my returns, I'm just using storage lockers right now. Did I say I'm going to ASD? No, I'm not going to ASD this year, but I would like to go next year. So maybe next year. Does Amazon always hold funds for 7 days, or is it just a certain point? Amazon will, no, that's just to a certain point, but then Amazon does pay you every 2 weeks. So, do I have oh yeah, sorry, I got that one already. Can I coach you? Yes, I do one-on-one coaching. It's $500 per hour, or I have a course called the FBA Freedom Course. That's the first link in my bio, and you guys can check that out there. I got to see some. They only send those to your business address. Yeah, I got one like a Voorhees the other day too. So I wonder if it was the same brand. But yeah, those are honestly, I haven't had too many issues. Like I've got quite a few of those, and I keep selling the item, and I haven't had too many issues. But is Amazon only enough? I recommend selling on as many marketplaces as you can get on, because the more marketplaces that you can sell on, the faster your items are going to sell. So yeah, I personally sell on Amazon.ca, Amazon.com, eBay.com, eBay.ca, BestBuy.ca, and Walmart.ca. So those are the marketplaces that I personally sell on. Yeah, yours came from Vori. Yeah, they send it with FedEx overnight, and yeah, I just got one from them just the other day actually. But I think there is a guy. He's called like Amazon Seller's Lawyer or something that can help you with Vori's claims if you do need a lawyer representation against Vori's. So it could be worth checking out, depending on how much you sell of that brand. Some people just recommend to just stop selling it, or yeah, it's totally up to you. But you can get representation from that Amazon seller's lawyer if need be. I think I missed a couple of your guys' questions. Okay, you're almost sold out. That works out. Just sell out of that item and then just don't restock it, basically. How do I actually get the products from supplier to Amazon? So the steps to get the item from supplier to Amazon is, what I do is I use a prep center. So let's say I'm buying an item from Walmart. Let's say I'm buying an item from Walmart, then I will purchase the item, ship it directly to the prep center. The prep center lets me know what they have received, and then I send them a prepaid UPS label that sends it to Amazon's warehouse, and from there they get UPS to pick it up, and it goes to Amazon's warehouse. When Amazon receives that item, then it is available for sale. Why do I choose to live in Canada? High taxes, cold, etc. When you can live anywhere in the world. Um, you know what? I like Canada. As much as I like other places, like I'd love to live in Hawaii or something. I do really like Canada, and yeah, that's not really the best answer, but I grew up in BC my whole life, and now I live in Alberta. But I really do enjoy Canada, and that's why I still choose to live here. Thank you for the shares. Appreciate it. Um, you live in Canada, you're 19, and you're looking to get this going. You don't know where to start. Well, start by creating a seller account, Amazon seller account, and then go from there. Once you've created the account, then sign up for a 10-day free trial of tactical arbitrage. Start looking for profitable products to resell. And once you find profitable products, then start purchasing them. Don't purchase in too high of quantities. And yeah, just test out the waters is what I would say. Start small. There's no need to go and spend all your money on one product. Start small, test it out, make sure it works for you. And if you do want step-by-step training, I do have a course called the FBA Freedom course that I can teach you how to sell on Amazon. What's the number and cost of items? What is the number and cost of items that you send into Amazon for FBA that don't sell? Yeah, I don't necessarily understand that question, but basically the majority of the stuff that I send in actually does sell. So you live in Canada, it's not perfect, but it's a good country. Yeah, it is a good country. I do enjoy Canada. Um, for those of you who are in here, if you guys don't mind just giving this video a thumbs up, that would really help to get more people in here. And it allows me to get better questions and make this live a lot better for you guys. Thank you for the follows. Thanks for the likes. Yeah, let me know if you guys have any other questions. I'll wait for some other questions, and thanks for those likes, guys. Wow, 9 likes. That was awesome. Like almost, I think everyone in here liked it, so that's great. I appreciate that, guys. This is actually my first live on YouTube. I go live on TikTok quite frequently, but my first live on YouTube, and it's actually been a pretty good turnout, so that's been awesome. What do I do? Mostly OA or RA or wholesale. I do 99% online arbitrage and 1% retail arbitrage. Yeah, basically the majority of the items that I sell on Amazon FBA come from the online arbitrage business model. So yeah, purchase items from online retailers, resell them on Amazon for a profit. Do I ship to a prep center first? Yes, now I do. I used to have a warehouse last year, but now I do ship to a prep center first. And yeah, so say I'm buying something from Walmart, I will send it directly to the prep center. I don't send it to my house, or I don't have a warehouse anymore. Do I have a course? Yes, I do. I have a course called the FBA Freedom course, and you can find it at the first link in my bio, where I teach you step by step how to do exactly what I do in selling on Amazon and creating an Amazon FBA business that is sustainable and that you could scale. What happens when your product is not available on Amazon? How do you overcome the fall in ranking? And how to stand out from your competitors again? Yeah. So let's say there was an item that was fast selling, and then Amazon goes out of stock, and the sales rank goes way up, and it's not selling as fast anymore. What do? I still send the product in, and then I put my price up to a point where it is high enough that even if Amazon comes back in stock, then I can always lower it, but where it's high enough that I'm going to make a significant profit, because it's supply and demand, right? So if the item is not available anymore, then you can put your price a bit higher to make more of a profit on that particular product. Thank you for the follows. Thanks for the likes, guys. I appreciate it. Um, awesome. Uh, just bought the course, learned a lot. Hey, that's awesome. Thanks for buying the course. I appreciate that. How much is the short term and long term storage fees? I believe it's a percentage. No, I actually, it is based on how much square footage of the warehouse you're taking up with your inventory. And then based on that, like I think it's square inches or square feet of how much space you're taking up. Or no, sorry, it's cubic feet. And based on how many cubic feet you're taking up in the warehouse, that is how you are charged. So the short-term fees are, I think they charge a monthly storage fee now, and then the long-term storage fees I think are every 6 months. And the short-term storage fees are not that much. Long-term storage fees are quite a bit. So you're saying you get 100% sell through? No, it's definitely not 100%, but it's pretty high up there. Do I use a prep center in Canada as well? Yes, I do. The majority of the items that I purchase are actually purchased within Canada and then taken across the border and sold on Amazon.com. How much money do I need to start a successful Amazon FBA business? I guess it depends how you define successful. Successful to someone could be making $100 a month. Successful to someone else could be making 10,000 a month. But to start a profitable Amazon FBA business, I would say you need a minimum of $1,000 to invest in inventory. What is the best tool to see what is the actual sales on Amazon? Like sales rank, or what exactly do you mean by that? I would say checking a Keepa graph should be the best thing for that. As a Canadian sending FBA shipment to the USA warehouse, I heard it's max of 2,000 a day retail value. No, it's actually $800 per warehouse per day is the de minimis that you can take across the border every day. So 800 per warehouse per day. So let's just say you're sending to 10 different warehouses, then you can take a total of $8,000 across. But yeah, that's how it works. It's called a de minimis. And if you go above that, then you can do a formal entry, but that does cost. And depending where the item is originated in, if it's in from China, then generally you're going to pay fees on that. So yeah, it just depends. If it's made in US or made in Canada, then you may not. But yeah, just check into that because you can send more across using the formal entry. Dollar amount. I would say Jungle Scout would be best for dollar amount. Do I think it's too late to start on FBA? Or if I start it next year? Yeah, no problem at all. Do I think I would say, yeah, start it as soon as possible because there's still a huge opportunity. And actually, my last YouTube video was exactly about that. Is it still worth selling on Amazon FBA in 2022? And the answer is absolutely yes. It's still worth it. So yeah, I would say no, it's not too late. And you could still start next year, but why not start this year? Get started right away. And yeah, you can learn a lot just from watching YouTube videos. What are the tools I use to search for profitable products? Do I track with Excel spreadsheets? So what I use to find profitable products to resell on Amazon is called tactical arbitrage, and it tells me exactly where to purchase the inventory from and how much profit I'll make on it. So yeah, and it tells me tactical arbitrage is great. If you guys have not tried it out, there's a link in my bio where you can get a 10-day free trial. Does drop shipping work? No, it doesn't. Not on Amazon anymore. It used to. I used to do drop shipping and make a lot of money doing it, but you can't do it anymore. It's against Amazon terms of service. Yeah. Can I clear 100K a year using TA without VAs? That comes down to how much you have to invest. Yeah, you definitely can, but you need enough to invest. Like, are you going to clear 100K in a year if you have 1,000 to invest? No, it's not going to happen unless you found like the most unreal item that had like 1,000% ROI that you could keep selling. It's unlikely though. So to answer that question, yes, you absolutely can just by using TA without having VAs. But honestly, why wouldn't you use VAs when you can pay them like anywhere from like $2 to $5 an hour, and they are qualified and know exactly what they're doing and can find you a lot of money. They pay for themselves pretty quickly. So to answer your question, to make 100K in a year, I would say you're going to probably need at least a $50,000 starting investment and then continue to reinvest those profits into additional inventory. Best place to find VAs. The best place to find VAs is called onlinejobs.ph, and you can find a link in my bio or link down below. Yeah, onlinejobs.ph. It finds you virtual assistants from the Philippines, and yeah, they can really help you to scale your Amazon FBA business. And as I said, anywhere from $2 to $5 an hour. So there was one Amazon Prep Center in the course you mentioned in the course. So do you just approach them? Yeah, absolutely. You just go to their website. Yeah, the one that I did mention in the course for the Canadian one. Yeah, just reach out to them or just go to their website and sign up. And yeah, that's all it takes. Um, Makes sense. I do have 50K, so I understand how that goes. Thanks again. That is awesome. Yeah, if you have 50K to invest, yeah, it's definitely possible, especially, if you're going to give it 12 months time and you're going to reinvest those profits into additional inventory, it's definitely possible to scale to that point. Um, to prep your stuff. Yes, absolutely. How do you approach them? Yeah, so you can either email them or you can sign up on their website and then just start sending stuff to them. Make sure you have the right address. And what you do for your name is you do like your full name, and then you can do like care of like CO and then FBA prep. Yeah, thanks. What could be VA means virtual assistant. Exactly. How does the VA send the leads to you, like Excel spreadsheets, or do you have a class on this? Yeah, they send it in Excel spreadsheets, their own created Excel spreadsheets, but they also can export it directly from Tactical Arbitrage as well. Do I have a class on this? I don't know if I show that in my course how to do that, but that's something that I could add to the course. And that's the thing for people who do buy my course, they get lifetime updates. So basically, anytime that I add to my course, they get access to it. And I only have one course. I don't go and create new versions of the course. I have since I started since I created the course, I only have ever created one. How much revenue am I doing per year? I did 3.5 million on Amazon.com in 2020, and I did 2.5 million in 2021. 2020 was the year of COVID starting, so basically, or I guess it was the year of people really starting to buy stuff online, and so yeah, I that's why 2020 was so much higher than 2021 for me. How much is the course? It's 997 US. How do you get ungated in different brands and departments as a beginner? I have an ungating service that I use, or that I recommend people to use. I am actually grandfathered in to sell a lot of brands. So, because I've been selling on Amazon FBA for so long, I have been able to, yeah, scale that way and not have to get ungated. But there is an ungating service in the link below that you can get ungated. And the gentleman who runs that company gives 100% money back guarantee. So if he doesn't get you ungated in what you need to be ungated in, then he'll just give you a full refund. For those of you who are in here who have not given this a thumbs up, please give this video a thumbs up. It just helps to get more people in, and it helps me to be able to make more and more of these live videos. How many different SKUs do I sell? I sell about 100 different SKUs right now. Do I have a course on Amazon FBA? And if I do I think everything that I need to know is in the course, or I can learn everything from YouTube? You can learn a lot from YouTube. Don't get me wrong. You don't have to go buy my course in order to sell on Amazon. But is it going to help you to scale your business a lot quicker because it's laid out in a step-by-step formula? Yeah, absolutely. You're going to be able to scale quicker. So, and this is the other thing that people don't realize with my course is it's a business write-off for you guys. So if you're starting an Amazon FBA business, it's a business write-off for you. So that 997 is a write-off for you guys because it's part of your education. So yeah, that's just something to keep in mind. But Can you learn everything from my course? Yeah, you can learn everything you need to know from my course, and if not, then I do offer one-on-one training as well if you have any additional questions, but also, if you're in my course, you get my direct email address where you can ask me anything, so you don't need to do those one-on-one calls in order to get that answered. Um, yeah, no problem, Joe. Thanks for coming into this YouTube Live. Can I invest money with you and split the profits 50-50? No, I don't do that. Actually, now I'm at the point where I have more cash than I have inventory that I can purchase. So it's a good point to be at. But yeah, I'm not accepting any investors. I'll sell you the business, $5 million, and I'll sell it. But most people don't have that kind of money to buy it. Um, can you discuss more about my operational procedures, like from the point you receive your list of products from the VAs? What do I check? How much do I spend per day or that day? Yeah. So basically, at the end of each VA's day, they will send me a list of leads. Sometimes they find nothing, sometimes they find a ton. At the end of that day, do I check it? Do I check it every day? No, not necessarily. Like sometimes, like I haven't checked it in like 4 days now. So, but yeah, basically they'll send me that leads list. And when they send the list, then when I do get a chance to go through it, I'll go through those lists and I'll look at those products because I've taught them how to how to find the products that I'm going to like and that I'm going to purchase. So then from there, when I do find those or go through those products, I will double check everything before I actually purchase them. And then I do the purchasing. So let's say they send me a really good lead. Then I'll go to the retailer. Let's say it's from Walmart. I'll go to Walmart, purchase that item, send it to the prep center, and then the prep center deals with the rest. How much do I spend that day? It really depends. I sometimes make orders for over $100,000. Sometimes I make orders for under $1,000. So it just really depends. What qualifications do I look for in my VA? I actually in my course I go through a actual interview with a VA and yeah, show you exactly what I ask for and stuff. I I really do look for experience. If they have experience like with tactical arbitrage, if they have experience with an online arbitrage business, then yeah, then that's what I'm definitely looking for. Been wanting to get into FBA for a while now. We'll check out your course. That would be awesome. Yeah, I hope to work with you. I've opened up my Sellers Central account a month ago. Did not launch any product yet because I don't know every. What advice would you give to a beginner starting? Start small. Don't invest all your money into one product, and yeah, test the waters. Test the waters with different products, and diversify yourself. How do I keep track of my spending for taxes? Do I just out it all of credit cards and use? So I have a bookkeeper and I have an accountant, so they take care of that. But yeah, I everything I purchase is on credit cards, so you can just pull the statements and put them right into QuickBooks. QuickBooks is the accounting service that I use. How much do I pay my VAs per hour? Um, how much do I pay my VAs per hour? Anywhere from $2 to $5 per hour, US. How do I feel about private label? I'm not a fan of private label just because I didn't have success with it when I tried it out. But if I would have had success with it, maybe I would think differently about it. I've had a lot of success with online arbitrage, so that's what I focus on. If I have 50K to invest in and can generate 100K in sales, what is the typical profit margin? Typical is anywhere from 15 to 25%. So on 100K sales, 15 to 25,000 profit. Thanks to all of you who have joined into the YouTube. Please give this video a like if you have not already. Hey Zach, what's going on? What to do when you buy a product and competitors are able to sell cheaper than you? I have slim margins already, so don't think I'm hitting the buy box. Example, I'm at 25. Yeah, it really depends on the product. Yeah, that's kind of a tough one. if you're at 25 and they're at 16, yeah, you're not going to be hitting the buy box because you got to be fair, like especially on low value items, you got to be like usually within about $1 in order to hit that buy box to get it cycled through. So what do I do? I would wait, see if they sell out, depending on how many competitors. There is also a free Google Chrome extension called Inventory Spy that you can use, and it will tell you how much inventory your competitors have. So use that, run that search, see how much they have. If they have a ton of inventory, then it's going to take you a while to sell that stuff. If they don't have much, then hold strong at your price and wait for it to sell at that point. When did I feel the need to hire a VA? I wish I would have hired a VA sooner than I actually did. But yeah, basically I hired a VA probably after 4 or 5 years in business because I didn't know about them. But if I would have known about them sooner, I would have been able to scale my business a lot quicker. Around how much money do you think I need to start an Amazon FBA that would profit me 10 to 20K monthly in the future? Okay, so the rule of thumb of what I say is if you have $10,000 to invest and you sell through 50% of your inventory per month, let's say you have 10K in inventory. So you sell 5,000 a month and you're at a 20% profit margin, that's making 1,000 profit per month. So just multiply that number by, let's say you want to get to 10K a month. So you're going to want to have an amount of inventory of, let's say, 50K. And then you're going to want to have 100K in inventory. Sell through half of it would be 50.
I don't know what you mean by
sell through 50K in a month, and then 20% profit margin is going to give you 10K. So yeah, I hope that answered your question. I'm a new seller. How can I get some reviews? Customers are not leaving them. What I recommend for people trying to get reviews is to sell low value items that are fast selling. And even if you're just breaking even or even losing a tiny bit, try to move 100 or 1,000 of them, even if you're breaking exactly even. And that's what I found will get you a lot more reviews. But on Amazon, reviews are definitely hard to get. Yeah, thanks, Zach. I appreciate it. I guess you probably follow me on like all of my platforms, so that is awesome. I'm actually on TikTok live as well right now. What general inventory to sales ratio? Sorry, I don't know what you mean by that. Do I do any marketing or affiliate marketing? I do a little bit of affiliate marketing, like just recommending, tactical arbitrage or recommending stuff, but not really. It's not like it's much of my income. It's just more so something I do on the side that just to help people out, basically. Tips on buy box. Just try to stay as close to the buy box price as you can, as long as it's still going to be profitable to you. Did I trust my VA with my personal information, such as yes, but I don't do it right away. I give it some time before I actually give them access to my account. But my virtual assistant, who is my bookkeeper, has access to basically everything. So yes, I do give them access, but it does take some time, and they have to build that trust up. For those of you who are in here, if you have not given this video a thumbs up or this live a thumbs up, please give it a thumbs up. It helps to get more people in here. And this is my first ever live on YouTube. So I hope to get lots of 18 of you in here right now. So that is awesome. What markets do I sell in? Canada and US? Yeah, I sell in both Canada and the United States. What was my revenue when I was running my business alone? So my first year selling on Amazon.ca, I did 30,000 in sales. So that was my first ever year on Amazon. So 30,000 to 3.5 million US, which is like over 4 million Canadian dollars, is quite a significant increase over 9 years. No, Mexico. Actually, funny story about that. So I used to sell on Amazon Mexico, and I was getting scammed so often because in Mexico, they don't allow a signature confirmation option. So I was making insane profits, like sometimes 500% profits, but they were not, all the customers were saying they didn't get the items, and then Amazon would side with them. So that's what made me stop selling on Amazon Mexico. You're doing great for For the first time, oh, this is actually not my first time on TikTok Live. I've been on TikTok Live a lot, but how do you like on TikTok? You just tap your screen, double tap it. And how do you like it on YouTube? You just give it a thumbs up. Um, you found the product using tactical arbitrage. Do you create a new listing for your products or simply you lose? Yeah, so I use the existing listings. I don't create new listings because generally everything that I found from tactical arbitrage already has an Amazon listing. So I have a VA bookkeeper in the Philippines or USA, in the Philippines, and my accountant is actually located in Costa Rica, but he is Canadian, and he is a really good accountant and does it for Amazon sellers. So yeah, for 10 units of sales, how many inventory you hold? Yeah, like I would hold like 20 units to sell 10 in a month on as an example. Um, can I give a summary of Amazon's new updated rules? No, I don't have that summary like off the top of my head, but I would just say go to Amazon's website and look at their rules, seller rules and stuff like that, because that will allow you to know exactly what you're allowed and not allowed to do on Amazon. Essentially, you definitely can't drop ship. Any grocery brands you would recommend for beginners? I don't sell any grocery, so I'm not sure. No, sorry. Do I have biweekly, weeks, or months? Where you what are your expenses? Sorry, I'm not sure. I don't understand that question. If you can just reword it. How often do I add content to my course? I add content every few months. I actually have like 5 longer videos that I still have to add to the course. I just have to edit them first, and then I am going to be adding those probably in the next few weeks here. The VA website, once again, I think let me just see. I can't see at the bottom. Can someone tell me if onlinejobs.ph is in the link in my bio? Because if you guys go through that link, I think you get a bit of a discount. How many modules so far in my course? How many modules? That's a good question. You can just click the link in my bio and scroll to the bottom, and it shows you the whole course curriculum. So I constantly add to that every like I said every few months, but I'm always creating new content. What are those videos about? Let me pull them up and see, because I know tech, you're already in my course. Let me see here. One is about the prep center that I use in Canada, which you know. One is about managing FBA shipments. Actually, there's 4 videos on managing FBA shipments. So I go in depth on that. And then also a video on how to purchase inventory and a video on how to get paid from Amazon. Yeah, I'm not sure if maybe that's talking about payability or something, but yeah. Where did I find my bookkeeper and accountant? I found my bookkeeper from onlinejobs.ph, and thank you. Thanks for confirming that. And I found my accountant just from I think from Amazon groups on Facebook. Somebody had recommended him. So yeah. If you guys are in here and you haven't already given this video a thumbs up or this live a thumbs up, please give it a thumbs up. That would really help to get more people in here. I appreciate that. Do I do wholesale via Amazon, FBA, or private labeling? I do online arbitrage. So I run my business using the online arbitrage business model. So neither wholesale or private label. For example, you mentioned you may purchase 100K worth of inventory, but Amazon only pays out every 2 weeks. So if only 25% gets sold. Yeah. So like that's the thing. Now I've built my business to the point where if I'm on the hook for 75K and I have to wait for that to sell, that's fine, because I have over $1 million of inventory right now. So that just gives you an idea. Thanks to Ralph. I just hopped onto my course sales, and I don't know if it was from YouTube or TikTok, but Ralph, thank you for signing up for the course. I look forward to working with you. Do I use any other platforms such as Shopify? I do not use Shopify, but I do sell on Walmart, Best Buy, eBay, and then Amazon.ca and Amazon.com. Do I have a particular niche that you like to sell in, or I sell anything? I'll basically sell anything that I can purchase profitably and resell on Amazon. So yeah, I don't necessarily have a niche. My niche actually is called high value items. So I'm in the high value item niche, so that's mainly my niche. I think my average sales per order item from last year was like $280 or something. So pretty high average sales per order item. Can I share a story of a losing product? How much did you invest and what did I do? Yeah, I bought these robot dinosaurs a while ago, and I bought like way too many of them, like 250, and I still have to sell them on like Facebook Marketplace and stuff today because I bought them without checking if I was allowed to sell them. And yeah, so, anyways, I got the item and I go to send it into Amazon, and sure enough, I was gated in it. So, yeah, I wasn't able to sell it and I wasn't able to return it because by the time I got to that item, it was past the 30-day return policy. So, yeah, I got stuck with that. And unfortunately, that was like I bought I think it was 250 of them and they were $100 each. So that was, yeah, 25K that I was on the hook for. Yeah, exactly. That was years ago now, but as I said, I still have some of them. So yeah, thanks, Joe. I look forward to working with you. Do I have which businesses do I recommend other to start? What businesses do I recommend you to start other than Amazon FBA? Um, Selling on eBay, selling on Amazon, or sorry, selling on eBay, selling on Best Buy, selling on Walmart would be the other ones that I would recommend. E-commerce is the way to go right now. We're in 2022. More and more people are shopping online, and it's just kind of the way of the future right now. What was my first product? It was graphing calculators, a TI-83 Plus, Texas Instruments. It's what you have to use in high school for math. So yeah, that was my first product. So based on your answer, if you were just starting like us, how do we not get into a similar where expenses may be higher than the income? As I said, start small. Don't go like let's say you had 10K to invest. Don't invest all 10K. Invest maybe 2K to start with. See how it works. See what's selling. See what's not. Buy replenishable items that you know are going to sell fast, so you don't run into issues where you can't pay your credit card bills and then you're paying like 20 or 30% in interest on your credit card. Can you keep this live saved in your channel? Yeah, like I said, this is my first ever YouTube live, so I'm not sure how that works, but I think it'll stay saved on my channel. So hopefully for you guys, you'll be able to go back and watch this. When did I start selling online again? What year? It was 9 years ago, so I guess it was like 2013 that I started. I like retail arbitrage. I tried that website you recommended and couldn't find any products. Yeah, did you take my course? Because that would be really surprising if you took my course and you weren't able to find stuff. But yeah, basically, a lot of people will try it and not have success with it because you didn't have the proper filters or learn how to do it properly. So that could have been it. Yeah, like I said, I'll try to keep this live saved. And please, if you haven't already, give this video or this live a thumbs up. How much is my course? It is $997. I live in Alberta, Canada, yes. I heard arbitrage is not encouraged by Amazon. If yes, why so? No, it's completely within the terms and conditions of selling on Amazon, so you're definitely allowed to do it, and that's how I've scaled my business is using the online arbitrage business model. I'll take a few more questions, guys, and then I am going to head off. So yeah, feel free to ask a few more questions, and then I am going to head off for the night. How many hours do I work per week? I work about 30 hours per week to maintain, anywhere from 2 to $3.5 million in sales per year. I don't have a warehouse anymore. My warehouse used to be 25 minutes from home, but now my business is completely ran through prep centers. So essentially autopilot. Yes. In your coaching calls, do you give straight recommendations or you remain vague and let the person? No. In my coaching calls, when someone's paying me 500 US per hour, I go pretty in depth, actually very in depth, and I'll tell them basically anything that they need to know. Same thing with my course; it's very in depth. So, when is the next live? That's a good question. I'm gonna try to do these more often. This has been fun. There's been like a lot of you guys in here. So, what is the minimum dollar amount per item that I buy? On average, anything over $250 or $300 is what I purchase. No, I do all the purchasing. I used to get my VAs to do the purchasing and give them my credit card, but I ran into some issues with that, so I don't do that anymore. This is very insightful. Awesome. Thank you, Glenn. I appreciate you coming out. Uh, can I show a little sneak peek of my course or tell us why we should buy your course and how it will help us get successful with Amazon FBA? I don't know how to do it on YouTube. I know on TikTok I can just show you my screen, but I don't know how to do it on YouTube. But what you guys can do is just click the link in my bio and it will take you to directly to my course. And yeah, why should you buy it? Because I have been selling on Amazon for 9 years. I started from the bottom up, built my business to multiple seven figures in revenue per year. Yeah, basically turned it into a multi-million-dollar company. And I teach you everything that I've done in order to do that so that you can do it yourself. I've had multiple students who get into seven figures and a lot of students get to six figures in revenue. So in a year. Which platform do I use for finding profitable product? I use Tactical Arbitrage, which is the link in my bio. If you use the coupon code Amazon and eBay Guru, you can get a 10-day trial for free. Can I break down what tasks I do on a daily, weekly basis? Are you just managing VAs for 35 hours? No, I do a lot of stuff on my own. I manage account health, um, account health, and I do the purchasing of inventory. And then I also do the stuff in Seller Central in order to send the labels to my prep centers. Quickly, what is the difference between wholesale and online arbitrage? They seem to be similar. Wholesale, you're buying from a wholesaler. Online arbitrage, you're purchasing from an online retail store. Can I answer your question about coaching calls? Yeah, I go very in depth with my coaching calls. And yeah, I just had another one of you sign up. Thank you. So we had two of you guys sign up for my course in this live. So that is great. What color is my Lamborghini? I do not have a Lamborghini. I have a Tesla Model X is what I drive. Do I buy wholesale? No, I buy online arbitrage using the online arbitrage business model. Yeah, hopefully I answered your question about the coaching calls, but yeah, I go very in depth on my coaching calls. Is my course in US dollars? Yes, it's 997 US dollars. When is the next live? I don't know. Put the bell, like if you click the bell by my name, it'll give you notifications, and then you guys should get notified the next time that I come on live. I'll try to do this like once a week or more, depending on if I get more subscribers and stuff from it. So obviously I've been on for an hour. I sold my course twice, so it has been successful so far. And I'm looking forward to helping more and more of you guys learn how to sell on Amazon FBA. How does it feel being successful working from home? It feels really good. It feels good to not have to have a boss and not have to go to a 9 to 5 job, and that I'm able to kind of live life on my own terms. So yeah, it's great. All right, guys, I think that is going to be it for today. Once again, make sure if you have not already that you subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on TikTok if you're watching TikTok. And yeah, thank you guys so much. And comment below if you want to see another live like this, where I answer your guys' questions. Thanks so much, and I will talk to you guys next time.